enough to pull out your pocket liners. The material of the cover is the biggest draw for me to this Metropolis case. The case is thicker than your average one, which is expected because of the cover, but oddly enough, this cover case is actually one of the slimmer iPhone 7 cases. The biggest downside, in my opinion, is how loose the case is. It only takes a bit of pressure to take the case off the iPhone, and I'm a very finicky person, which means I'll just keep pulling the Metropolis off my iPhone. Metropolis will wear well over time, and scratches won't be a problem. Again, there's so much texture it'll hide it fairly well. And because of the texture, the iPhone isn't going to slip out of your hand easily. Now, I didn't have any issues accessing my iPhone in the case. The buttons are really easy to use, which is nice, but the one thing I don't like is the bottom of the case. I don't like how Urban Armor gear fits this case for both the iPhone 7 and 6S. I know it makes a lot of sense to make a case that does both, but this method of doing it just looks really sloppy. I'm pretty sure you can make a case that fits both devices without having it look like a standout, like making it very obvious. For example, this mouse limitless case works for both the iPhone 6 and 7. And you wouldn't know that by looking at the bottom of this case. There's only one drawback to this case, and it might be a big one, is that when you turn the flap over, this latch just kind of hangs there. It doesn't, holding your iPhone like this is not very friendly. It's very, very awkward. So this is probably the only downside on the iPad ones. This comes off. It doesn't on the iPhone. This is just very uncomfortable. Like, to me, I don't know what this latch is doing. It's just hanging there. Now, Metropolis comes with a single card slot, which literally can handle a single card. Putting 2 cards into this cover is doable, but it gets really tight. And so, as I said earlier, if you need a case just for your bus pass, the Metropolis is a way to go. The case is drop tested to mil standard 810G, but Urban Armor Gear doesn't really specify a height. I just assume it's 4 feet or 1.2 meters. I think that's the minimum for 810G drop testing. Overall, the Metropolis is going to offer more protection than the average case because of the latch design. I really like this magnetic latch because it actually attaches on the back of the device, which means that the entire case stays together during an accidental drop.